Join me for part 2 of my 22-kilometer hike through Frontenac Provincial Park in the Frontenac Arch Biosphere. Today's hike will take us all the way from Lynch Lake to Birch Lake and back to the park office. Well, good morning. What a night. Probably one of the worst nights in a tent I've had in a long time. The storm last night, the lightning storm and the thunderstorm was just right over top of us. Very loud, very scary. Thankfully, there were no widowmaker trees near us and no wind. This area's had a nice storm in the last little while, and so it's very worrisome when you're tenting, in a forest canopy, under the forest canopy. To further complicate things, the tick situation was really bad last night because we're in an upland area. There's a lot of deer, there's a lot of leaves, birds, ticks were everywhere. So we were battling the ticks all night in the tent. Turned the flashlight on, they're like crawling up the wall, crawling on the dog, crawling on us. So yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare. I think we pulled 30 plus ticks out of the tent at one point last night, and that's both like when we checked and we couldn't see anything on us with the dog, and bang, they were in the tent. Also, poor Royce is not feeling good. I don't know what happened. He was sick to his stomach in the night and had a stomach ache. So that seems to have settled. He's resting now. I kind of went through what he brought up, and looks like there's an acorn in there as well as some deer poo. So I hope he's going to be okay. He's really tired. Last night was horrific. I mean, between his belly ache all night and then him listening to that thunderstorm all night, like he's like literally sitting there kind of falling over asleep. He's so tired. So we got to get things dried out. We were all tarped up and everything was great, but there's just so much water that came down that even like it just kind of soaked up even between the ground tarp and the tent floor. So it's damp. It's not like we were floating around or anything, but anyway, so that's what we're up to this morning. Little Mr. Beaver, as you saw earlier, Miss Beaver was up already working away at the dam over there. No rest for the wicked. Anyway, so just trying to ease into this morning. Like last night was awful. Probably slept like 2 hours between everything going on. So today we're just going to take it easy. Royce will not be wearing his pack today. He's not feeling well. It'll just be distributed amongst the other packs. And his job is just to take it slow, and we'll try to get to the next site, which will be our last site before heading back. So let's hope this day goes well. The rain started up again, so I'm just sitting here by the fire, and that fire actually burned all night during the thunderstorms and the torrential downpours. We had it in such a way that the warm embers were kind of hidden beneath some bigger logs, and I came out in the night once to stoke it a little bit, and she fired right up immediately. So no, we're good, nice and warm. All right, so the sun is out, and we're just tidying things up and drying everything. Beautiful day now. And look who's up and at him. Hey, buddy. Oh, good boy. So I just been giving him a little bit of I dehydrated some pork for him for the trip, and so I just been putting that in some warm water, making like a broth. So he just been sipping away at that. I don't want to give him a full thing of dog food because I don't want him to get sick again. But no, he seems to be better. He had a good rest for a good couple hours now, and he seems to be a little bit more himself, so I'm encouraged. Just wandering around the woods this morning, and I found that beautiful little green frog. Look at this. This is the other side of the lake. I'm just at the highest point here, just having a look out at everything. Now the weather's nicer, but you can see a little green tent right there. So beautiful woods up here. Just tons of acorns and stuff. There's lots of squirrels up here, obviously. Oh, I just love this shield country. It's so beautiful. I'm just starting to get into that book by Susanna Moody. where she's kind of, you know, gets dropped off in Canada on the ship from Scotland to live in these kind of backwoods and make a life of herself. So yeah, pretty excited because I know it's probably a pretty rough go. So anyway, gorgeous day. It's gonna be up to 18 today, so it's gonna be really warm. So to find spaces in my backpack to like pack away all my sweaters and stuff like that. Like I said, I also got to put Royce's stuff in my bag as well. I don't want him carrying any weight today. He isn't feeling good, so I might have to put the bag on him, but nothing in it for him to carry around. So just solves the problem of the bag is kind of like awkward, but if I don't put any weight in it, it's just kind of like a harness anyways. So yeah, we'll probably head out in a little bit. We're now headed out to Birch Lake. So that'll be our last campsite before heading back. Yeah, I think things are drying out now. We'll get ready to go very shortly. I see a lot of mica down on the trail. This is probably one of the old wine areas here. There's a big hole in there, over there. Can't find the boiler. Like rock piles over here. A very cool history. It's like everywhere you walk around here. Very cool. It's the old mine site. We're up on the top of a ridge now, looking down. You can see the marshy area down in there. Last lookout we saw a little muskrat was swimming around. Didn't have time to get my camera organized, but it was pretty cool. It's pretty steep down there, but look at that little network, a little creek in there. Very nice. Which is really beautiful in the fall here. Right after my war with the ticks last night, I won't be back in the fall. Thought I'd do the 4-season challenge here, but I don't know, man. The ticks are ridiculous. It's exhausting trying to find them on you. So anyway, but it is beautiful now. Beautiful day. Sun's back out again. The rain has stopped, so I have nothing to complain about really. This part of the trail is really sketchy, so go down real slow. This is a real bonus getting here the weekend that the wild leek comes out. A little deer friend up ahead. Unfazed that we're actually here. This is so cool. I have to go slowly beside her. Now we're up on the ridge. Quite windy, gusts to 50 kilometers an hour today, but just beautiful scenery. Man, I could get those deer. Like, how tame are they? That's wild. I'm guessing it's the mom and the 2 babies from last year. But you see her molting, eh? Gosh, I love my new cell phone camera. It gives you guys a great view of everything. Don't even have to do that close. Just zoom in and boom, there they are. Wow. Oh, this is beautiful. So here we are. We're actually at Birch Lake now, but this is a huge lake. You've had little glimpses of it as we've gone along. There's a beautiful spot there. Another, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes of walking to get to the site. But it's been just lovely. We've run into a few other hikers who came from where we're going now, and they're going back to where we were. And they all agree that storm last night. Pine warblers again. Cool. That storm last night was wild. It was really, really close, dangerous. Thankfully, everybody made it through. Everybody's gear was soaked. I mean, we weren't soaked. It was just some areas of it were a bit damp. So, yeah, tonight not gonna be like that. Low of 1, and then tomorrow sunny and 12. So it'll be a really nice hike out. But this has been really enjoyable. Lots of great scenery here. Right now, kind of we were walking on the ridge, and now we're walking along the edge of the river or edge of the lake. And I'm tired. I'm taking a break like every hour. It's a bit longer this hike, 6 kilometers, but yeah, it's been lots of fun. It's feeling better, so got his little pack on. It's just got his food in it, nothing else. Everything else has been distributed. It's just enjoying the cool water. Look at that, it goes right down to the lake. We were almost at the campsite. Take a look at this upland site with lots of ground juniper. Just gorgeous. I think we're just a few minutes out now. Took a little longer than I thought. I said 45 minutes a while back. Well, it's longer than that. We're almost at 2:30 right now. We left at 11 from site 12. So had a few breaks obviously along the way. It's very warm out today, 18 degrees and humid. So sun's been coming in and out. So need to take a break for us and the dog. Whew, it's hot. Well, there's a view of this beautiful lake, very different from where we were before. Very rocky, very shieldy. There's a cool little island you could camp on if you had a boat. Nice. Well, we're here at site 7, and it's sort of down in this gully. It's a ridge behind. You can take a look behind me. The lake's actually a bit further down than you think, so I'll show you our site in a sec. But just going to cool off a little bit. I'm going to go find the water. There might be a little beach up here. How cool is that? Let's go take a look. I don't know when it's merganser. No, it's a male and female merganser. And here's the site. So it's kind of, I'm really happy that it's actually in a bunch of balsam firs. Ticks hate balsam firs, so this is a good thing. Yeah, it's up here in the trees, shaded, sun's not beating down on you. Bugs might be a little bit bad at times. It's warm out here today, so they're trying to bite a little bit, but let's take a look at the view. Fire pit. And then there. It's a little bit of a higher view, but you can get down to the water from here. So this is cool. That's what I'm saying about ticks. They're everywhere. Constant battle. Well, speaking of ticks, just had to remove one. So I hadn't been on long. We're checking now 2-3 times a day, human-wise. And dog boat once a day or so. Well, or if we see them. So, sorry, I'm just following the dog around. He's on a little tour. So that was acquired. That tick was acquired basically on the trail here. There's just tons of oak leaves and stuff like that, so I'm not surprised. I think it might actually rain. Just felt a little drop on my arm here, so I should probably get the tent set up. Well, so camp is now all set up. Tent's dry. Everything's dry, honestly. A little bit of a clothesline to the left of me there, just to make sure some of the night clothes are really fully dried. Because everything got really damp in the tent last night, so I just want to make sure it's 100% dry. So I had, I went in the water at this time of year. This is like mid to third week of April. I just needed to I was just so sweaty, so did a little quick dip, and I feel so much better actually. So made some supper. Sort of like a homemade pasta salad. So basically you like half to 3/4 cook the noodles, and you add boiling water and let it sit. And I added the Clubhouse pasta salad mix, and I just threw in a little bit of pepperettes in there. And with this, you just kind of let it sit for a good 20 minutes or so. It's really nice and warm. I added boiling water to it, and it'll be really good. Really good. Wait, the noodles fall apart a bit. I've already somewhat cooked them, but the spice mix is good. The salt in it is really good, I find. I'm sweating like crazy all day, so it's really good. Feels so much better getting them food in me. Yeah, it's backpacker food, but still good stuff. Just a quick walk behind the cabin, and look at it. I found another one of these like circular formations in the ground. I don't know if that's like an old mine or something they filled in. It's pretty cool, actually. I don't know what that is. Any guesses? Let me know. I've always seen these at the homestead sites, you know, in this park, so that's interesting. A lot of beech trees in here actually, and I found some scratch marks on one. Let's go take a look. Take a look at this. It's like something kind of did something in there. You guys guess what that could be? It's pretty interesting. Now I'm hearing a waterfall up ahead, so let's go check that out. It's a very rocky woodland in here. Watch your footing. Lots of deer sign. And the waterfall's just ahead. Well, that was really amazing. I love this forest in here. It's very different. You know, there's even like really big old pine in here, and there's a really old hemlock over there. So these are really special woodlands, and I'm so glad they're being conserved in Frontenac Park. All right, well, back at the tent and all bundled up. It's gonna be a cold night tonight, down to, I think, I don't know, like probably 2-3 degrees. So I'm bundled all up, and beautiful sunset behind me. Quite windy tonight, so I'm expecting it to be a little chillier than the advertised 2 to 3 degrees. But we're sheltered here in these beautiful woods, so I'll see you in the morning for the hike back home. Well, good morning, everyone. It was a great night last night. I'm down here by the water, just at the waterfall. I'm gonna pump some water for the day, and then we're gonna get a nice breakfast going, and we've got a breakfast fire. All right, breakfast this morning is my little chia and hemp hearts cereal, and I've got a little bit of Nutella, and I put a little spoonful of oil in there for calories. Let me tell you, this is good. Chocolate from the Nutella and hazelnut melts in. This is really good, guys. You want to try it. Put some Nutella, a bit of oil to kind of make it greasy a little bit. Hot meal on a cold morning is good. It's about 2 degrees right now. It was a cool night, very windy, very, very windy, but had a really good sleep. The dog was feeling so much better, so that's a relief. So now today I think we have a little over 6-kilometer hike out. Thought it was gonna be less than that, but because the road is really winding, or the path rather is really winding out of here, it's gonna take a bit longer, but it's okay. Lots of beautiful scenery. We have a high of 12 today with some sun and cloud, no rain, which is always a bonus. Well, so now I'm sitting down by the shoreline here, just listening to the birds this morning. You know, spring migration is well underway. And I picked up on the sounds of my Merlin apps that I picked up on a prairie warbler, which is really cool, and a red-shouldered hawk. They are seen in the park occasionally. So yeah, it was pretty exciting. Just watching some ducks up here too. Lots of wildlife on this trip for sure. Highly recommend a spring forest trip, just to, you know, see the sights and sounds of spring coming in. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but if you get hemlock or balsam fir needles, you can kind of stick them on the fire like so, and you have instant fireworks. All right, let's take a look at where we're going today. So right now we are at Site 7 here on Birch Lake. So we're going to come down here, and then we're going to see the Page, Amy, and Burley homestead location from 1832 to 1945. And we're going to go all the way down here. This is a really cool thing right here. We're going to see the Archon Lake Ring Bog. It's an acid bog. That's the ring bog. We're going to go down here, pretty steep descent to this little wetland area, and it's going to wind around. The lighting's really bad. Down here, and then we'll go back on the corridor trail, which you've already hiked down to the park office. So it'll be a beautiful hike today. Cold, so I'm all dressed for it. Well, getting ready to hit the road. Royce is getting his little pre-hike nap in. Gotta go up and out. And so in through there is the spruce bog. You can see some spruces in the back corner. Beautiful. It's really difficult to get in there, obviously, but that's where it is. Right, here's the ring bog. Little slip of water around that little more solid area of it. That sound right there is that of a red-bellied woodpecker. I don't know if I'll be able to see him, but that's really neat. So now we're going to go 2.2 kilometers to get to park office. We're kind of right there. And that beautiful flower is Dutchman's breeches. I'm on the trail long enough now that you can see the trillium just starting to come up really small. But they're there, and we've also got the trout lilies as well. Take a look at that. It's a lot of work. Such a beautiful area right here. We're on the home stretch. We have another third of the trail to go. Always beautiful vistas and sights. Well, this is the last of the stuff you really haven't seen before. The corridor trail is up ahead and Salmon Lake Road. So we're on the home stretch. Been a wonderful day. We did run into some hikers because it's a weekend, of course. People are out on just day hikes and trail runs and stuff. But overall, the park has been really quiet. So it's been lovely hearing all the noises, and animals just don't seem to be all that concerned at this point because, you know, it's generally pretty quiet for them most of the time here too. Well, just back at the park office now, sitting down having some lunch. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on this epic 4-day, 3-night adventure. Wasn't without some excitement. And thank you if you followed along all the parts of this video. If you haven't seen the previous videos attached to this sort of trip and adventure, go back and check them out. Have a great week, and we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye for now.